Hi guys, this is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your daily horoscope and energy reading for Wednesday, October 21st. And whoa, I'm telling you, we have just energy. I'm very plugged in. Like I feel like, okay, it took me probably about an hour of reshooting the very first day on Monday because I kept reshooting it and I'm like, I can't feel which way to go. The energy is all over the place and it's very overly stimulating. And I gotta tell you that I'm still feeling very unsettled, but not unsettled in a bad way, more unsettled in a good way. You know what it's like? It's like that day before vacation and you're packing and you need to go to bed early, but you can't sleep, right? Because there's just so much energy just making you go like that. And you're thinking about all the cool things. You're thinking about, fun. You're thinking about opportunity and, you just can't sleep. Now, not all of this energy is good, sweets. I am telling you, it's not. It's very crazy energy. So let's get started. The moon in Aquarius is quincunxing Venus in Virgo. So I'm feeling like for some of us, we are making a big decision. Big decision. And this is something that is emotional, but I think it is something that we are trying to analytically process. But here's the thing. We have this Aquarius moon, and it's asking us to make these logical decisions, right? Forward decisions that usually are very easy, but for some reason, because of all of this energy, overstimulating our senses, I don't think we know exactly which way to go, right? I think logic, bye-bye, out the window, see you later, no fracking logic to be found. I'm going to tell you why. Because the moon in Aquarius is trining Mercury in Libra. So what's happening is, oh God, my nose, stop itching. It's trining Mercury in Libra, so logic is not, it's not being stimulated right. Anytime you have a trine, it means that it is, you don't feel like using that energy source to stimulate you. You feel, it's like you feel like you kind of have all the answers. And so you don't need to do any more, you don't need to think about anything anymore. Like, as far as contemplated on all levels. And I'm going to assure you that there are things that you are missing. The universe is trying to get through all of this energy. God, your angels, whatever it is, there is some spiritual message in today, but it is hard to get through. It feels very lost in all of this energy. And I think that that's why I'm having a hard time with these few days, is because there's big messages, but it's going to get lost in being combative. It's going to be lost in some, perhaps you're needing to make a decision, but you can't. You're indecisive. You want to move forward, but there are things holding you back. I think in the past you were very caught up in just not doing anything at all when you got this way, but there is so much energy stimulating you to move forward with all of this Venus and Virgo energy and Jupiter and Virgo. But here's the clincher. Where we're being asked to move forward, I think, is in coping methods, or where we're being tested. I want to say that we're being tested. To see where we're at, how well we're doing processing all of this, your coping methods, your relationships. Are they built on a very solid foundation? Are they built to stand the test of time, to reach long-term goals that you have set? Are you building a relationship? And it doesn't matter if it's a partnership of any sort. Are you building this relationship on realistic expectations, or are these still things that you're having to fight with? And I want to say this is an internal fight. I want to, well, and some of you could be, having some external stimulus causing you to be indecisive about this. Maybe somebody is trying to convince you that you're making a poor decision. That's making you very, you're having a lot of anxiety about it. You're not feeling at peace. You're not feeling in balance. And so that's why your Sun in Libra and all this balance energy is it's in quincunx with the South Node in Pisces. All of this stuff is deep, sweeties. This is all our fears. This is all unconscious stuff. It is bubbling to the surface, right? And this is invoking fear. And then your Uranus and Aries steps in, and it's in quincunx with Mars and Virgo right now. So I think for some of you, you're very defensive about moving forward. I want to say fear is still causing anxiety. It's still causing indecisiveness. But I want to say that what you're going to do with this could involve some poor coping methods. There's not a lot of energy stabilizing our coping methods right now. It's almost like I feel like Jupiter is expanding cracks right now. Cracks in routine, cracks in relationships, cracks in what we're passionate about, creative endeavors. It's going in and it's causing a bunch of cracks. And when this happens, fear is summoned within us, from deep within us. And ego is then our next defense mechanism. So we have a couple defense mechanisms that we usually turn to. We have our fight and flight response, right? That's our automatic response to anything. We also have fear. Fear is what causes us to have the fight and flight response. And then the next thing that we have is we have ego, and depending on how healthy and strong, or whether or not we're confident, or whether or not we're not confident, that's what we're finding. And this day needs to happen, because I believe genuinely that as we're thinking outside of the box, and all this Aquarian energy is emotionally stimulating us, right? The moon is in Aquarius. I told you guys that's your barometer. We're emotional creatures, and it is asking you to make some decisions that are very important. But it can't just but logic isn't playing into this. There's Piscean energy, Neptune and Pisces energy. You're going to hear me talk a lot about Neptune and Pisces and Chiron and Pisces, because we are going to have some amazing days coming up. The reason why we're feeling all this, it's all leading up to the sun going into Scorpio, right? And then Chiron is going to be working deeply within us. So all of these subconscious fears, all this stuff is bubbling up. We've got a lot of anxiety. We're very overstimulated by energy. And how we are dealing with this is going to be where Chiron's going to go in and start to take a look at where we need to heal on a very deep level. So there is a big decision that you're trying to make, but it's almost impossible to make it in this energy. There are things that have not been revealed to you. There are things that you still have yet to be competent enough spiritually and in your emotional realms to be able to process and then to work through. As this stuff bubbles up, it starts to reveal. It's like the layers of an onion, we just peel back the layer and there's another layer, and that's what we're starting to feel. This is not bad, because much of the energy that we're going to be feeling is very It's like we're going on vacation and, there's something really good coming, but, we've got to fly, and maybe we're scared of flying, right? Or maybe we're scared of taking a long road trip and we haven't done that before. Or, maybe we're outside our comfort zones in something. And so even though it's very stimulating, it's still outside our comfort zones. And so it's going to be brewing stuff within us that we're not altogether ready to process. But don't worry, help is coming. I want you guys to just don't get crazy in this energy. It's very easy to do. Just know that we have some delicious salvation coming to us very, very soon to help balance out and make sense of all of this very crazy energy. Thank you guys so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again tomorrow.